So hey guys, and welcome or welcome back. I'm your girl Kimberly Nicole, and we are asking God rhetorical questions. And in this episode, what we're doing is we are changing our spare bedroom, which used to be my son's bedroom, into my prayer room. As you can see, I have a lot of work to do. Your boy had holes in the wall, there's stains on the floor, and I'm about to get to this work. So before I could start painting, I had to patch up those holes. So went to YouTube University per usual and figured out how to easily patch up holes. And here I'm just sanding down where I put the patch kit on and just trying to make it as smooth as possible. I'm not as concerned about how smooth it is because a TV is going on this wall. However, I did want to patch the hole instead of just covering it up with the TV because I just wanted the paint to be as smooth as possible. Just in case I decided to move that TV one day, I wouldn't have to worry about rematching the paint and trying to patch the hole at that time. So that's what your girl is doing right here. I had to also patch up a part by his window. Not sure why this was missing. But here is this wall. I did a matte black and it came out beautifully. I love it. So I think I'm going to take this brick and these along with this moss and make it into a thing. And it turned out beautifully. It goes perfectly underneath the window. Yes, I had to rig some things, but see, didn't she come out so cute? Now we're about to get into putting together this bed. I finished painting the walls and I set this area up for where I do my Bible study. Here's my prayer board. It's my desk with all of my Bibles and books and stuff. I put up some curtains. Added a couple of wall items. My color theme is olive green, black, and brown. As you can see, this wall is still blue because I'm wallpapering that wall. I found these really nice olive branches off of Amazon, the trees, and these pictures I actually got from Ross. So I love those. And this area, of course, here is where I ended up putting the wall up, and I had found some other decor from Ross as well. But now we're about to struggle and put together this bed that I got from Wayfair. This is the finished product. Now we are about to put the wallpaper up. This is my handsome son who is helping me put the wallpaper up. This was not peel and stick wallpaper. This was the type of wallpaper that you have to put the paste down and then put the wallpaper. And I'm actually not mad at it because I have done peel and stick wallpaper once or twice already, and it is actually kind of hard. This right here is so easy. I found a wallpaper store called Wallpaper and Stuff in Cobb County, and they have all types of wallpaper. And I found this one and I fell in love with it. It didn't come in until late May, so I had to really wait until it came in to finish this room. But as you can see here, my baby is doing such a good job with getting this wallpaper up. It's tedious, of course, because you got to get all the bubbles out. You got to make sure all the paste is cleaned up, but he did a really good job helping me. This was on Mother's Day, actually, so he came over to help me do this on Mother's Day. I let him do the top part because, of course, he's tall, so he don't need the ladder as much as I did. So I did the bottom part, which made it go quicker. So, because he couldn't stay all day. He doesn't live there anymore. This is, again, his old bedroom. So he helped me get all of the paper done at the top, and I just came behind him and did all of the paper at the bottom. So I wanted a plant that had like the hanging effect, that had like the extra hanging, but I couldn't find it. So I bought this extra piece, and then I bought the plant that I just showed y'all, and I came up with the bright idea that I can just make a hole. I can just make a hole and stick the stem in. So I went to the toolkit and I punctured a hole inside this plant, and then I just stuck that end inside and literally created me the plant or the hanging concept that I wanted for my room. The fastest DIY I've ever done. Voila. Okay, real question. How long do y'all leave the price tags on stuff? Especially when you're remodeling. Like, I still have the price tags on all of these things. Even this that I done tore up. But I just need to make sure I like it. And that I want to keep it. Because I just never know. I may change my mind. And I still got a price tag on this thing. And Lord knows I've had it for quite some time. What else? This I'm keeping a price tag on because this is going to go on the wall that I have not finished decorating yet. So I need to keep the price tag on that because this wall is going to be wallpapered. And then this is going on that wall. But if I don't like it, I need to be able to take it back because I don't want no smoke. And then these are going to be hung up. Did I take the price tag off of this? Oh, that means I committed. I committed to these. Okay, now we are about to rehang some wall art. I decided against this initial piece that I had, and I purchased another piece. So let's get into hanging this up. I ordered that's gonna go in the wall, and it's the Tree of Life. Has the doves coming off of it, and then it has these doves that I'm going to put up, and I already have the Tree of Life that's tattooed on me with doves, so it actually looks like my tattoo. So when I saw it, it was fate. I was like, oh, I have to have this piece for my wall because it is the same tattoo that I have on, again, with the doves and God's favorite there. So it only goes, it's only confirmation that this is supposed to go in my prayer room. It's perfect. And I'm gonna move this piece to this wall because I needed something on that wall. So this just works out perfectly. So So this wall is finished. These are like, they're 3D. Shoot, sorry y'all. They sit off of the wall, but isn't this so freaking cute? And I added this light, if we can get it. Oh no, why is it not turning on? Let's see. There we go. I added this light because when I sit here and I read, this light is going to be the bomb. This light was given to me by a friend a while ago, and I just never had anywhere to put it, but I put it here. But doesn't it look so pretty? The doves are like flying away from the tree. It's so stinking cute. So next is going to be, I'm not putting anything else on that wall. That's just a shelf with books, candles, real simple, real cute. That's an olive branch. And then that wall is a photo, and it also has a light. But this is the wall that I'm about to do now. As you can see, it is just a blank matte wall. So I am about to hang this stuff up here. Be back. All right, we are about to now focus on this wall. I need to hang these shelves. I have 2 of these. And I got to hang the wall art that I had on the other wall on this wall. But like this right here is not centered because I centered it with the desk opposed to centering it with the wall. Because I didn't think I was gonna put anything else on this wall, but like as I look at this wall, it is so like empty. So I'm taking this off and okay, so I'm done with the prayer room. So let me give you all a tour of the prayer room. When you first come in, this wall has the TV on it. Just a shelf. I actually took this bookshelf out of my office, so I tried to repurpose things that I had. So I redid my office just by adding a desk to give me more space in there. And because I wanted this room brown, black, and green, I kept this brown shelf. And then of course I added this that says, "Be still, know that I am God," Psalms 46:10. I put this TV on the wall. This TV used to be in my YouTube studio, which used to be my bar. I had a TV up on the grass wall, so I took that TV down and put it in this room. So sometimes I work out in here, so I put like my stretching, like I play YouTube, or if I put on shows, if I'm just in here cleaning up, I'll put a show on or whatever the case may be. But there's a TV in here also if someone stays. Then there's a TV on this wall. It comes out. And then of course it swivels because the bed is over there. So it is definitely accommodating. Then over here, I just have this olive tree. These plant holders, coasters were also in the, I want to say they were in the bar. I think they were. So I repurposed them and set these olive branches, this olive tree on it. And I love these olive trees. I wanted to keep with the theme, like a spiritual theme. So I got olive trees. And then I found this really cute picture at Ross, believe it or not. So I got this picture from Ross, and then this light I got from Amazon. And they turn on. So they're picture lights, so it's really pretty at night. So those are turned on. So that's that wall, and then this door goes to the bathroom. I will eventually replace this door because this door is worn out, honey, from years of my son going in and out. This thing is busted and disgusting. I'll just put a regular door out to the side. I might put a barn door, but then I have to move these things, so it's kind of pointless. And then over here, this is the focal point of the room. So again, I wanted a dark room. I did not want a bed. I wanted to have an extra bed for sleeping purposes, just in case, because I don't have an extra room. So I found this cute day bed. Y'all, isn't this bed gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. This bed, it is brown velvet day bed, and this bottom part is a, what do they call it, a throttle to where it rolls out. And right now I just got my yoga mat, but you can I can put another mattress in there, but child, I don't know who all is supposed to be staying over here where I would need an extra mattress. But if I wanted, I can put, like, if I knew people were coming into town, I would just buy another twin mattress. You can put it in here. You can pull this out, and this becomes a whole bed. Right now, we're not worried about the extra people, so you can just roll that back under there. And that's that. And so, yeah, so I went with greens, browns, creams for the bedding. I found this green comforter and two of those green pillows in Home Goods. Yeah, Home Goods. So I found this in Home Goods, and I found these in Home Goods, both on the same day. And when I saw them, I just knew I wanted them for the color of my room. I found this later in Home Goods because I knew I wanted more pillows. I found these. Aren't they cute because they go with the theme of the bed, and they're green, perfect color. I found these in Kohl's. They were like $9.99 for both. And then this brown pillow I had already. I've had these brown pillows. I bought these pillow covers. I'm not sure if I'm in the camera, but I bought these brown pillow covers in, oh my God, years ago, because these also used to be in my office. So again, repurposed a lot of things, but these came from IKEA. These brown pillow covers came from IKEA. I'm not sure if I'm in this shot. Oh yeah, I was. Not all the way in the shot. But anyway, so these brown covers, these came from IKEA. So repurposed these, kept these, and just added. And I say these because I say these because I have two. So the other one is down here, which I'll get to in a minute. And then we have the wall, which I love. Love, love, love. And I think I showed you all this before, but I have these. I wanted the walls to have greenery. So let's first get into this wallpaper. This wallpaper is absolutely stunning. There's a store called the Wallpaper and Stuff. I will link it in the description. And I was in hog heaven when I went to this wallpaper store. They have everything. I didn't even know a wallpaper store existed until I decided I didn't want to just paint the walls. And I didn't mention it, but the walls are matte black. So I just bought the paint from Home Depot. And of course you can make your paint matte. I just wanted a sophisticated, calming, dark look. So that's why I went with the matte black. I knew I wanted my walls to be black, but I didn't want the whole room to be black. So I found this wallpaper. It's black, gold, but it's like the pattern is a wave pattern. So it's like black, gold. Yeah, black and gold for the most part, but it goes perfectly with this brown. So that is the wallpaper. I think it cost like $160. I bought 2 double rolls, and I pretty much used all of it with the exception of like maybe one panel. So it went with the wall perfectly. It was very easy to put up, as you all saw in the video. My son came over and helped me put it up. So we put it up in no time. So then I found these hanging plants. Y'all, I cannot remember where I found these hanging plants. I started looking for them again. I want to say at home, but I can't confirm. I cannot confirm that I bought these at home. This tree of life with the 3D doves and the 3D tree of life I got from Amazon. So I was on there looking for wall art because before I had this other piece on that wall and it was just too empty for me. And so when I saw this piece, I fell in love. I have this exact same tree of life tattoo on my stomach, and when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I also have doves flying from my tree. Like, it was just like perfect timing, because I mean, not perfect timing, but just a perfect symbol, because it means so much to me as it relates to doves. I have a big tattoo of a dove on my waist. I have doves coming from my tree of life. And when I saw it, I was like, this is it. This is it. So I ordered that. And then again, I have the light. Sorry, put that right there. I also have, and everything got a remote. I just put all the remotes there. So there's a light, but child, you gotta be standing on top of it. There we go. Then I have that light. So I will come back and show you all what it looks like when it's dark. I probably could just turn the blinds, close the blinds, and y'all will get the vibes. So that's that wall. And then I just have another olive tree on the wall over there. And then on this wall, I just have a simple shelf. And where did I get this shelf? I bought this shelf from either Burlington's or At Home. One of the two. And on the shelf, I just have my travel Bible is olive, olive color. So as you can see, I kind of went with the olive colored green. And then I have a book that is The Garden Within, of course, still kind of perfect. And then a couple of candles that are dark brown. Here I have these olive curtains that you can't tell they're olive. In here on, sorry y'all, this lighting hasn't adjusted. You can't tell that they're olive color on film, on camera, but they are olive. Let me see. Color. They're gorgeous. And they're also velvet. Let's see. You really still can't tell a lot, but yeah, they're olive color. And they're absolutely gorgeous. This piece, y'all, I made this piece. I hope I have the video still. For when I DIY'd this. I should. I recorded it, so note to self, find that recording. I made this, y'all. So I will insert the video when I made this. I found this beautiful gold and black, like under, I don't know what it's supposed to be for, but I knew it was going to fit perfectly under this window. I didn't know what I wanted to put on this window, but I knew it was fit perfectly here. But I love this. So I just stuffed this with a brick, some bricks, some styrofoam, some faux moss, and then these things I got out of At Home, Home Goods. And I made this. And it is so cute. It goes perfectly in this, against this wall. I mean, against this window. So that's that. And again, the walls are matte black. And then over here is the wall that I just finished. And this is where I do my, oh no. First, this wall just has another light. It's a picture. It actually works off of the same, is this the one? Works off the same light, yeah. So I use the same remote for this light as I do the one on the other wall. And just another picture that I got from Ross. This plant I already had. I just repurposed it and moved it into this room and moved it out of my what used to be my bar area. I moved it out of there. And then it's just a crate and a black heated blanket, because when I'm in here studying, sometimes it's early in the morning, I'm kind of cold, so I grab this heated blanket and either sit at my desk or sit in the bed and study. And I'll go back to this part. These are olive colored crates. When I bought these crates, my vision was to stack them and make them like end tables. But then when I had just kind of had them around, because I had this stuff well before I finished the room because I was waiting on the wallpaper. But then I just started playing with like the positioning of them, and I put, remember that brown pillow? I had another brown pillow. So I kind of put it in there for more decor. And then I just kind of left them almost like a center table or ottoman type, not ottoman, but coffee table. Because on the ends of the beds, I didn't really want to put nightstands there. Because again, I don't want this to kind of feel like a room. I want it to feel just like a lounging space. So I didn't put end tables, and I didn't want to crowd this room. And I felt like if I put end tables, it would just crowd that little space. So I did just have the floor empty, but I do like this little piece in the middle. And if I want to pray, I can just grab this pillow, get down on my knees, and do my prayers. So that's that. Now back to this wall. This is where I do my Bible studying. So this desk and this chair came out of my other room, out of my office, repurposed that, didn't buy anything new. Just when I replaced that other desk, I just moved this desk into here, still with the brown. The chair is black, the table is brown. And then I have my prayer board that I made at the top of the year. And inside my prayer board, I have different prayers for different topics. You'll have to look at my other video. I made a video on how I made these boards. So this one is all my answered prayers. So whichever prayer I put in here, once God answered those prayers, I move them into here. And the last one is, I pray over HEC for 2 new clients this year. So I wrote that down, and God answered those prayers, and he gave me 2 new clients for the year. So I just keep these in answered, because it just reminds me that, you know, God is always there. Every now and then I'll declare and decree on this board and just pray over these prayers. Because I'll sit them in here, and sometimes, you know, it just takes a minute. It takes a minute. So I have finances, faith, praise, my brand, answered, future, friends, church, and family. So different, depending on whatever comes up, I'll put that prayer in there. I keep these little cards on my table. So when something comes to mind that I want to pray about, I write it down and I'll stick it in here, and I literally just touch it and pray over it and be done with it, because that's what we're supposed to do. And then here is my prayer, just where I work. I mean, where I study for the most part. So, make sure I'm in shot. Yep, so this space is where I do all my Bible study. Have my Bible here, my notepad here where I keep all my notes. Then I have my commentary Bible, my daily Bible study, which also they're all different versions. So the commentary Bible is the Christian Standard Version. This daily Bible for women is the New Living Translation. I also have my old school King James, my King James, which is my very first Bible, and it's engraved. I actually got this from my ex-husband, believe it or not. It was one of the first gifts he gave me when we were married or together. But gotta keep a good old school Bible where you like, look at the tabs. Y'all remember when we used to have tabs, like, where you had to just write them in? Or maybe I just did it because I wanted to be organized. But, child, these little handwritten tabs are totally different from what we have going on now. So, and these bookends are not bookending. And these bookends I've had for a while. They used to be on my bookshelf in my office. So I brought them in here because this shelf also used to be in my book room, in my office, but I no longer needed it because I replaced my computer system. So I brought it in here, which gives me a little bit more space. And then here is all of my pens and things that I use. I have my Sharpies, because my Sharpies work best on when I write on my sticky notes because they don't bleed. And then these I use my pencil, my markers I use in my Bible because they don't bleed. I can't use my Sharpies because they'll bleed through, but I can use, I'm just out of camera, I can use my these on my Bible. And then of course I am a pencil girly, and that's why, I don't know if y'all can see it, I have a pencil sharpener right here because I love writing in pencil, and I just got one pen for whatever reason. And then I have my highlighters in here, and this is all in my office. I mean, this all used to be in my office where I used to do my Bible study. And I have my sticky notes, my small ones, I have my big ones, I have my tape for when I'm doing inserts, I have whiteout, I have all the things I keep right here so I can do my Bible study. Then I have my thing to check. Most of the time I try not to bring my phone in here, but sometimes I will bring my phone because it's just quicker to find a certain scripture that I'm looking for. And then I go to my Bible and read it. And then this is the Bible that I use for Bible studying, like my main Bible that I use for Bible study, and I just reference the other ones. And then of course whatever books I'm reading or need to read. I just finished Relaxed. Now I'm gonna finish Kingdom Values. I started that one, but now I didn't finish it, which was really good. I've almost finished this 100 Days of Strength in Any Struggle. Finished that. Have a 40-day soul fast. So these are like either notebooks or things that I'm reading or should be reading sooner than later. So that is my Bible study area. And again, I have added just this wall decor and then these two shelves just to take up that room. I have no idea what I'm gonna put on those shelves. I'm in no hurry to put anything on them. If I see something in the store, I'll buy it if I think it's gonna add to the vibes of the room. All right, I closed the blinds so that y'all can kind of see what it looks like when it's dark with the lights. So that's one of the lights. And then it's a light on this camera, so it's a little brighter than what it normally would be. And then this picture light over here. And I don't really need, and then I have this area. I have my lamp always turned on like when I'm studying. So that's why, oh, I have that lamp, and then I have this this study light that I can connect. I either put it on the Bible or I just leave it here, which gives it more light in this area as well. So yeah, that is my study space. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.